stranger in my seat. Got my heart on my sleeve. Here we go. Oh, I don't know. I've been told. Here we go. Something about that guitar riff. Take it back, Janice. Oh man, on the stream, here we go. Oh, I don't know. I've been told, here we go. Follow me. I'll set your soul free. It's not far down into the abyss. Don't get no better, better than this. Oh no. Thank you. It's got a little 70s vibe to it. It was partially inspired by Woodstock, so that's kind of cool. This next song we're going to do is actually one off of the first record we ever made. It's called Free and Easy. Some say it's a gypsy life, gone all eyes of the night. Play some old forgotten song, but the heat from the neon lights and the stage is set just right, takes my soul somewhere I belong. With the band turned up loud,
any chance you guys could rock a little bit this evening?
Just a little bit.
Really, really enjoying the tunes, and I think it would be awfully nice if we could get to know some of the other band members. Looks to me like one is busy right now working with a string, but we have three others. Hey, would you mind stepping up, Eric?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think been enjoying your vocals and your bass playing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell us about you and where do you come from and how did you end up hooking up with this motley crew?
Well, I probably started playing guitar when I was 14. I was influenced by my dad because he played guitar, and I took a lot of music courses throughout school. I played the clarinet for a little while I was in middle school, and then I switched to chorus while I was in high school. Then I pursued classical guitar a little bit throughout college. And then I ended up getting with them because they needed a bass player to fill in on a show because their bass player was unable to do so. So I thought to myself, well, not typically, the sort of music I see myself a part of, but I'll play this show, why not? I mean, it's only one show, and then it turned into a couple shows, and then turned out that I liked playing this. It's fun to play with some people who kind of know what they're doing. I've been in some other bands where, professionalism is a little lower, and maybe everyone's skill is a little lower, and it could be hard to put together a lot of things, but it comes a little more naturally.
Yeah, and what do you like? What do you like about this ensemble? Allison was talking earlier about the sort of collaborative nature of how you all work together. What are some other things that, for you, make a really positive music experience? The kinds of things that you want to do with your time.
I don't know. I think I don't know if this applies. I think it does a little bit, but just everyone being open-minded as to what we actually are looking for in a sound. I mean, because there's plenty of songs that we write, and they're okay songs. I don't know if we want to pursue them any more than just this idea. It was good to get the idea out, and now it's out, and now maybe we move on to the next idea. Maybe the next idea is a little better, or maybe we come back to this one because it actually was the right one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so you guys are able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That seems like a good thing. And it also seems to be a good approach sometimes to writing in general. And we've talked with some people who write, for instance, fiction writers or whatnot, who say, well, they must finish something before they move on to something else. Others who say, hey, sometimes it's really nice to put something to rest because when you come back to it, it's fresh and you see it in a different light.
There's plenty of times where, I would say like the juices are flowing or whatever, and at that point it's hard to not finish writing a song, but sometimes we hit a brick wall, and I think at that point it's beneficial to take a step back and maybe just take a couple days and listen to this and see if it's worth continuing writing on, and if it is, hopefully we've come up with something to do with it by the end of that couple days or something. So.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for talking to us. Hey, Jaron, glad you could come up from behind the stack there. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, talk about you.
I started playing drums whenever I was around between 10 and 12. I can't really remember exactly the age. I've always been in love with drums. I beat on everything. I finally got a hold of a drumstick, and one of my cousins gave me an old. It was actually a marching snare drum. It didn't have the bottom actual snares that buzz on it, just the top head. So I kind of used it as a tom, like the floor tom here, which people can't see that. But and so I beat and banged on that forever. And then finally, around between 10 and 12, my parents finally got me a drum set and a instructional DVD, or it was a VHS. I'm sorry. Back then, yeah, DVD wasn't available then. And a little booklet, threw the booklet out, watched the video, and it taught you the basic rock beat. And then, so they were kind of regretting the whole thing very quickly.
Understandably,
and,
yeah.
I finally, I looked under my door, and I could see there was a gap under the door, and I could see feet there. And this is when I finally put it together, my first beat, and they were actually watching. And then so after that, I kind of taught myself, but that was the first moment they were like, okay, maybe he really is serious about this. It's not just a phase. And so luckily they let me beat and bang until I would get off the school bus, beat and bang until about 6 o'clock, eat supper, and then I'd beat on my pillows. But luckily, I had parents that supported me,
Yeah.
as much as they could, because drums are so loud. Well, you can't be quiet doing it. So then I grew up in church, playing in church, was in and out of bands, kind of as a hired gun thing. Went to school with their original drummer, and we had been in contact, and he was planning on leaving the band, and he asked me to fill in for a couple shows. And then little did I know that they were both sides of the band, him and the rest of the members, were actually looking for a permanent member. So I was going to fill in for a couple shows, and we had a show planned, and we practiced one time, and they were like, okay. And they called me out of the blue and was like, hey, can you go to Georgia? And I was like,
Oh.
sure, let's go. So I didn't even get to play that show. It was like one practice. We went to Georgia for 3 days? And then I become a full-time member after that. So
Oh, cool. So are you free to travel whenever you want with to play music, or do you have another job?
at the time, I just got off the road with an artist, so I was free at that time. Now we all work. Most of us work jobs, and we work jobs that are pretty lenient for our touring schedule. So
Oh, perfect. Oh, thanks. Great job. Really enjoying your playing.
thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really kicking it. Okay, there's one person left, and Michael, would you mind stepping up to the mic? You're not gonna get out
If I
of
could
this.
quit breaking stuff, it'd be all right.
Hey, so usually when musicians are on the program, I don't ask like what their influences are, because frankly it's often obvious. It isn't obvious here. There's
Thank you.
yeah, there's so much going on here. I mean, I hear a lot of different players and a lot of different styles, but this kind of gets to that question of, what is the revolution we need to brace ourselves for, that you guys are thinking about? When you use that language and talk about sort of a revolution in country and southern rock, from your vantage point as a guitar player, what are you after?
I want somebody, when they hear our music, for one, I want it to be different enough that they can't really compare it to something. Then it kind of reminds me of, Led Zeppelin, or it kind of reminds me of Creedence Clearwater Revival, but it's not them, it's different.
So I said the right thing then.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
From my end.
Yeah.
I'm coming from learning guitar, I had the VHS tapes as well.
Oh, you
I'm old.
did?
Had the VHS tapes, but my grandpa actually was the one who influenced me to play. I started on mandolin bluegrass. So that's in my playing. Then once I heard, guitar and Led Zeppelin, I was like, nope, that's what I want to do. So that's what kind of got me started. So I have a lot of influence from the 70s, you could say.
Yeah, right. So but you didn't but you weren't in like high school in the 70s.
No.
Right,
no.
right. Right. And
I'm ashamed of this, I didn't find Led Zeppelin until I was in college.
well, you don't have to be ashamed of that.
But once I found them, that was like my playlist for 5 years.
Well, that's right. Well, your beard obscures your age a little bit. But nevertheless, I hear you're playing, and I do hear a lot of 70s sound. I do not hear what I would call sort of the country.
The chicken picking.
I don't know. I mean, I don't hear necessarily the southern rock players. The guys like from Led Zeppelin, or rather from Leonard Skinner and the Outlaws and those kind of bands.
I have when it comes to learning guitar, I kind of have ADD. One week I want to learn this country stuff. Next week I'm in metal, or I'm in bluegrass, or I'm in classical. So I kind of get a hodgepodge, and the stuff I like I keep and kind of just blend it into whatever we're doing.
Well, that's effective, and that keeps you interested.
Yeah, that's what drives me. Is with guitar, you could learn it for 30 years and think you've mastered it, and then go on YouTube and somebody's doing something you've never seen before. So there's always something new to challenge you.
Yeah. Well, you're a hell of a player. Really enjoy
I appreciate it.
really enjoy hearing what you do. Hey, Allison, back to you, if you don't mind. Could you take us back to the K Country Showdown, because that's where it all started, right?
Yeah.
And you were there,
Yeah.
right? And so tell us about the K Country Showdown, since that's your official start. Was that a talent show?
Yeah, so every 4th of July, Camelsville has like this huge, they have like a parade, and it's like a celebration essentially. And
Is that
and,
Ham Day too?
So Ham Days is in Lebanon. Yeah, Ham Days is in Lebanon, and that's what I grew up going to quite a bit. But when I got older, I had a lot of friends from Camelsville, and met this guy, and he played guitar. I met him like in church and stuff. He played guitar for a church group, and we just hung out, and we played a lot, and we jammed, and he said, you know, Taylor County has this K Country Showdown. It's just a talent show, but it's like the thing to do in Camelsville that day. Like everyone from Taylor County goes to the K Country Showdown, so there's hundreds and hundreds of people there. And
do players come from all around?
yeah,
to this?
people kind of come from all around. It's I don't know if it is anymore, but it used to be like a part of a national talent show. So it was like the Colgate Country Showdown thing when we did it, and they had like you went to you started at a county level, you went to a state level, you went to a national level type thing, and when we won, we actually went to the state level, and I don't know if we went to the national level or not. It's been a
And
long
why
time.
didn't you practice? So the story on the street goes that you guys didn't really practice for it, or that you practiced a very short amount of time for
We
it.
practiced a really short amount of time. So I was just out of high school. I hadn't started college yet. It was the summer before I started college, and I only knew one guy in the band, the guy that we started it. Me and him actually were just like, we should be in the K Country Showdown. And he was like, let's put together a band randomly. And I was like, all right, cool. I don't know anybody who plays anything other than you. And so he was like, well, I know a couple guys. So he gets a bass player and a drummer. And we just kind of threw it together, and we practiced. We practiced like 2-3 days maybe, but it was a total of 6 hours. It couldn't have been any more than that.
That's crazy.
And
And what'd you play?
we actually had a couple songs from that first record that I did. It was a couple originals, and
Oh, all right. You played
Yeah.
your own stuff.
yeah.
Very good. Do you think
Yeah.
that factored in your winning?
I think so. I think it was like part of the judging or something like that. But yeah, and we played it, and we were like, I don't know if we're gonna win it or not, but that was a lot of fun. And the next day they were like, no Deceit, and I was like, that worked.
I love that.
Yeah,
I just love that.
it was
Well,
pretty great.
Well, you guys are really something. It's been a lot of fun hearing your thing, and you know, I just I really look forward to sort of seeing where your plans go. It's just like this is really welcome for me to hear sort of that rockin' and very interesting guitar stuff work going on in the context of this music. I think a lot of people really enjoy that, and you guys just gel nicely together, and it just looks like there's a lot of pleasure up here in your playing. So good luck to you, and we're really glad to have you on Red Barn.
Thank you guys for having us. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thanks for being here. Good. Well, let's get back to some music, folks, with No Deceit.
I'm gonna do this next song. It's actually called "This Is What I Was Talking About." It's probably I haven't wrote too many sad songs, I guess, in the career of No Deceit, but this one's kind of just one of those breakup songs. So hope you guys like it. Your leather jacket's hanging on the door. It's right where you left it over 7 months ago. and I haven't had the nerve to throw it out. 'Cause it still smells like you, even though you're not around. And that bed that we slept in every night hasn't felt the weight of anyone since you got on that flight. And I guess I'm trying to say I told you so, but it's not like you listen to a single line I wrote. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. When I begged you not to leave, I wore my heart on my sleeve, and you pushed away every doubt. This is what I was talking about. She looked at you as if you were the king. For just one kiss, she'd do anything. Said, baby, don't you worry your pretty little head. It'll all be alright. But she got you instead. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. When I begged you not to leave, I wore my heart on my sleeve, and you pushed away every doubt. This is what I was talking about. When you left me all alone, the chill cuts to the bone over things you swore you'd never do. And after all the bad and the good times we had, I don't think I can make it through this trial. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. And I beg you not to leave. I want my heart on my sleeve, and you pushed away every doubt. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Thank you. Thank you, Mom, for the water. Appreciate it. So this next song is really special to us. This is actually probably the newest song we've written. We've only played it a handful of times in front of people, so we're playing a couple new things for you guys. I hope that's all right. And this song is really cool. It's called I Wanna Burn. I'm in the front seat, windows roll down, 3 a.m. just cruising this town. You're right beside me, burning ashes in the night. Marshall Tucker on the radio, blowing smoke out the window. And I love the way you look in this light. Street lights are flashing yellow, I'll follow wherever you go. I wanna burn like the end of a minute. and said, I wanna fall in your arms in the middle of a cold night. Feel the fire in your heart start to ignite. All the sparks as they turn. I wanna burn. I wanna burn. I wanna Thank you. That's a cool song. Thank you. So if you guys like what you hear tonight, most of our stuff's up on iTunes and Amazon. We have a new EP. It's called Bar Band. We have it here tonight if you guys want it. And this is one of the songs that's on there. It's a pretty groovy little song. It's called Take It Easy. And kind of just wrote this one day just jamming. We were just hanging out, and Michael played this little riff in the beginning, and the song was born. So here it goes. Take it easy. Got me feeling some kind of way, something I can't understand. Got me wanting, oh, waiting for a place to make a stand. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on this heart of mine. Take it easy, I'll take it easy. Take it easy on this heart of mine. It's hot. Got me upside down, got me down upside. I can't find a way to get away. I've never been so good, I've never been so high. Darling, won't you take me away? Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on this heart of mine. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on this heart of mine. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on this heart of mine. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on this heart of mine. Thank you. Nice clapping, by the way.
We would like to thank Allison, Michael, Eric, and Jaron, No Deceit, for being with us this evening. We also thank our volunteers for their help with our production each week. We give a very special thanks to Becky Alfrey for her work with our social media and the photography of Nick Lazaroff. Thank you all for listening to our webcast, watching us on YouTube Live, and those listening to us on the Red Barn network of stations. Especially we thank WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official Red Barn Radio partner, serving Central and Eastern Kentucky. WEKU is Kentucky's NPR station. For more information, check out weku.fm. Remember, we have a new schedule on WEKU. 2 hours of Red Barn begin your Saturday evening, beginning at 6 p.m. And again, we are on the air Sundays at 8 p.m. It's your chance to hear more great live Kentucky music from Red Barn Radio. We also thank the members of our studio audience for supporting the mission of Red Barn Radio, which strives to present, promote, and preserve the rich musical tradition and artists of this Kentucky region and share this treasure with the world. Red Barn Radio comes to you live from the Performance Hall here at Arts Place in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and our program. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Tickets for Red Barn Radio are now available on the web at eventbrite.com Lexington. And now next week, Red Barn Radio presents Tony Ramey. Tony grew up in West Virginia on bluegrass and Bill Withers. Found Willie, Waylon, Cash, and Christopherson at 11, who compelled him to write songs. And then Tony heard Steve Earle, who made him move to Guitar Town to hone his craft. And then he left Texas when the road called him out again. Somewhere in the middle of all that, he acquired a master's degree, taught at the university while working on his PhD, and garnered gold and platinum records as a songwriter in Nashville. How about that? Join us next week, folks, for Tony Ramey. And now, once again, give it up for No Deceit. I think they're going to do one more tune for us. How about it?
So this here's the title track of our EP. It's called Bar Band. And like I said, if you guys like what you hear, we got records here tonight for you to take home with you. But this song here is literally about what we do every weekend. We play just about every weekend, if not 2 or 3 times a week, playing in bars and county fairs and pretty much anywhere we can play. And so it's such an honor to be here at Red Barn, and we really do appreciate it. But this song's just kind of about us and what we do. And so hope you guys like it. It's called Bar Band. I can hear the fans spinning around, keeping time with the neon lights. Our name's out on the billboard, flashing live band tonight. Most Saturday nights, this is our home. The stage is one place where we belong. So hear the crack in the pipe when you fire up that amp. 'Cause it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, and we're the bar band. The crowd ain't pulled in yet. The first songs are played to ourselves, except the drinking few and the pool sharks, and then everybody else. Play the slow songs and ease on in on that first set. Start rolling in and we fire it up complete till we got nothing left. And it's on the first tune, kick off my shoes and buy the band one more round. That's for me and all my buddies, we're just trying to get down. So hear the crack in the pop when you fire up that amp. 'Cause it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, and we're the bar band. We'll play till 1, break it on down. Hop in the truck and roll out, and we'll do it all again next weekend in some other town. Yeah, we will. Oh, hey, boy. It's from the first tune, kick off my shoes and buy the band one more round. As for me and all my buddies, we're just trying to get down. Hear the crack in the pop when you fire up that ham. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, and we're the bar band. We're the bar band. I'll show 'em how it's done now, boys.
No deceit. Well, that's all from Red Barn Radio tonight, live from Lexington, Kentucky. You can see and hear us worldwide as we stream live on the web, on YouTube, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern in North America. Our program is also available on the WEKU app. Check out Red Barn Radio on demand. You can donate to help the continued success of Red Barn Radio simply by clicking the PayPal link on our Facebook page or on Red Barn Radio's main page. And now from all of us here at Red Barn Radio to all of our friends worldwide, it is our hope that you have a terrific week. Until then, go well.